Before we get into this, let me be the first to say I've made things more complicated than they needed to be, thinking it would make them better, thinking it would make them work. But most of the time, it just slowed everything down. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Let's talk about why simplicity wins in online business. When people first get into this space, they start seeing everything that's possible. Different platforms, different strategies, different ways to make money. And it feels like you need to understand all of it. I've heard that before. Yeah, it seems like you need to understand all of it in order to get started. So you try to do more tools, more ideas, more moving parts, more of everything. And instead of making progress, things get confusing. Man, this is all about me. Because complexity feels productive. It feels like you're building something serious. Yeah. But in most cases, it just creates friction. More decisions, more setup, more things that can go wrong. And that slows you down. What actually works is usually much simpler. One idea, one piece of content, one way to help someone, which is exactly why I created Monopoly of one person media business and authority asset. But that's totally different. That's where progress starts when you come to my program. But in general, that's where progress starts. Not with everything, but with something clear. You just got to make it clear. Make your thing clear, just like I made my thing clear. Trying to build too much at once, trying to connect everything before anything is even working. But every time I simplified, things moved forward. So if you keep it simple, whatever it is that you're trying to create will move forward. Just remember that. Not instantly, but consistently. And that's what you're looking for, consistency. Because simplicity does something important. It removes friction. When you have that friction, it makes it easier to start, to continue, to improve if you don't have the friction, if you don't have the static, if you don't have the issues. And that's what you need in the beginning. Not complexity, but actual momentum, taking it step by step by step. A simple approach looks like this. You take one idea, you turn it into content, and you take that same idea and turn it into something someone can use. Now, that one someone, as mentioned before, can become 10 someones, and that 10 someones can become 100 someones, and 100 someones, perhaps even 1,000 or more someones. But it all starts with one someone. That's it. No complicated systems, no multiple directions. Just one clear path is all you need, because complexity doesn't create results. Execution does. You have to have that momentum to get to the execution of your idea. And execution is easier when things are simple. That's why simplicity wins. Not because it's basic, but because it works. And once you understand that, you stop trying to do everything. You stop chasing every idea. You see a lot of platforms out there. You see a lot of platforms that they might think that they're my competition, but they're not. They sell you everything. You don't need everything. You don't need everything. You focus on doing one thing well. That's what I did. I focused on doing one thing well, and you need your one thing. And that's what I'm here to help you do, to get you to your one thing. Doesn't have to look like mine's. That's me. Yours look like you. And building from there is what's going to work for you. Because once something works, you can expand on it. You can iterate, you can pivot, you can do a whole host of things. You can improve it. You can build on it. It's yours. It's your baby. It's your car. You get in and ride it, till the wheels fall off. Change the wheels, put something else into your system to make it work better for you, make it revolve around you and your lifestyle. But you need something that works first, one thing that starts with simplicity. Because the truth is, you don't need a complex system to begin with. You need a simple one that can actually be used. And once you have that, everything else becomes easier to connect, to build, to put together. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you bought one of those courses, one of those platforms, everything's all busy, and if it feels like there's too much to figure out, simplify. Pick one idea, one direction, one step, and you might want to give me a call and focus on making that work. Because once you do, you'll realize it was never about doing more. It was about doing less, but doing it better. This class is officially dismissed. Until next time.
The goal isn't just to make more money online. It's to build systems that give you more freedom, more leverage, and a better life. So keep learning, keep building, and become more valuable. Do me a solid. Share this video and tell your friends to tell their friends. Like and subscribe for more videos and join Media Launch Academy. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for your support. I appreciate you.